Hi, Kasia. You work
Hi,
with prospective clients of Polaron every day, 5
Every
days a
day.
week. You live and breathe talking to people. Why do you think people choose Polaron? What is special about working with us?
We are the oldest and most experienced company. We've been doing that for over 20 years. So it's always a good chance that someone recommended us to a client. So that's great. And we are a team of specialists, like we're very experienced. Yeah. So we basically assist our clients from the very start to the end, until they receive the passport.
So one of the things that we are particularly proud of is that we take on projects, cases that nobody else wants to do. And that is because we never give up. So sometimes people will come to us with a really complex family history of very little knowledge. They might not even know what their grandparents' names are or where they come from. The one thing I would say is that before we even start working together, we assess people's cases very thoroughly, because we do for most of the services, we can guarantee the outcome. So one of the things that sets us apart, I guess, from our competitors is the work that you put in and the compliance teams put in to make sure that people actually qualify and we're not going to be wasting their time and money, right?
Absolutely, yes. Another thing is that we have quite a lot of clients who were rejected by other companies.
Yes, we salvage people's cases, right?
Yes, and through our experience, we were able to help them. Yeah.
So I think what sets us apart as well is that care and passion that we have for people's histories, for people's life plans. When we understand that you might have some time pressures or plans that are connected to your citizenship, and no, we cannot speed the Polish bureaucracy up, but we will try to do everything possible at our end to streamline things, to give the Polish government all the documents they might need. And sometimes the cases take a long time, but we tell people up front, if someone's got a really difficult family history, we know and tell them that that's going to take longer than your typical 12 months, let's say.
Yeah.
So that you know, I haven't shown it to you yet, but just overnight we received a rating from David. We started working with him in 2017, and so that's like several years, right? We started pretty much with nothing, and he just got his citizenship last week. Can I say that I was surprised, despite all the commitment and all the hard work? Like sometimes we, the Polish government sitting on the fence a little bit. So in this particular case, we wrote a complaint to the Polish government, and just like that, the week later, we get the decision. But I won't go into all the details, but his family history was really complicated. And we, through research and through diligence, and if people want to see what the review said, I was blushing when I read it this morning. But he was very positive about everyone's work. And I think people that speak with you will know that you truly care about, what they bring to you as far as information, and we're very respectful and kind and understanding of people's stories, right?
We are, yeah, and we are efficient, yes. So of course we work on cases that are very complex, but most of other cases, that are slightly more straightforward, they are being processed quite quickly and efficiently. So.
But essentially, we are solution focused. So once we know that you qualify for Polish citizenship through descent, we would then map out a plan of action, and the research team, if it's needed, would look for documentation to back up your claim, and then the processing team would work with the Polish government answering any questions. Everything's included, including things like translations and all of that.
Yeah.
And sometimes, quite often actually, I would say, what the client might know about the family history is completely different to what the truth is, right? Like you've had situations like that?
Yes, quite a few situations like that. Then we conduct research, we obtain documentation from Poland, and then some dates, and the history of emigration. It's a little bit different. Yeah.
And I think being that well-established and experienced company, we will also tell you the truth about your chances of success. Where we can, we will guarantee the outcome of your application. If we can't take your case on, we'll tell you as well. I think, you don't need to work through a lawyer. That's the other thing. That's the other point I wanted to mention, or an attorney, because this is not a legal case. You don't need to go to a court and argue the point. It's an administrative procedure where you just supply documentation in hard copy. This is where you'll find out that Poland's a little bit old school when it comes to paperwork. But it's the paper that needs to speak for you. So documentation, forms, translations, all of that. But, people trust us in doing this work because we will hold their hand throughout the journey, but also upfront, tell them what the chances of success are. If we can, we guarantee the outcome. And they'll be in very good, capable hands with the team in Poland who liaise with them and communicate as we go along. Yeah.
Yeah, and our first phone consultation or first meetings and the eligibility assessments are free of charge. So we won't ask for any money until we are sure that we can have a successul outcome.
Yeah, and of course we offer payment plans and all kinds of ways to make it just a little bit easier on the budget.
I just wanted to mention that we not only specialize in Polish citizenship. So I have clients who have European background from Poland or Germany, for instance. So we are able to assess their case for different citizenships and then choose or advise them on which pathway would be best for them. Yeah, so not only Polish, but German, Czech, Slovak, and a few other countries.
Yeah, that's actually a great point. So there aren't many companies, or any that I know of, that provide citizenship through descent for many nationalities or many citizenships. So sometimes when we look into your background, we might not be able to do Polish, we might be able to do another one. And that is one of the reasons why we ask so many questions and people are like, why are you asking this? It is because we need to know of your entire family tree and how your ancestors, where they're from. That's important to know, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Thank you.